how's it going? It is me, Megan, and I am back with another video. If you guys are new to my channel, I'm a full-time reseller on Poshmark and a few other platforms, but mostly Poshmark. And here on YouTube, I like to make reseller content. I'll do it sold videos, I'll do unboxings, I'll do reviews like this sometimes. And if that is something you guys are interested in, please make sure to like and subscribe, and that way you'll never miss one of my videos. So first things first, I look a little bit different. I am in Connecticut. I've been mentioning quite a lot recently that I will be in Connecticut, and I am. I've been here for almost a week, and that's why, you know, my videos really haven't been coming out recently. I do apologize. I've already recorded this video, and when I went to edit it, I accidentally deleted it, and I didn't have time to re-record it before I left, and Labor Day and everything just being so crazy since I've been home. I finally found a chance to just sit down and film this again for you guys, edit it, and get it to you. I know I've been promising it for probably a month now, but this is a 90-day recap of the bulk boxes, my 200-pound bulk boxes that I received from ThredUp that I showed you guys, what, like months ago at this point. But yeah, it's a 90-day recap, so I have sold a few things between when I wrote down these numbers and when I left home, but not too many more. I will put my sales up. I have a really weird filming system right now. But I will put my sales up so you guys can see them. And I'm gonna go through them box by box. So if you are just interested in seeing how much money I have made from my box, that will be at the end. But I'll go through each box, what sold, how much I made per box. There were 4 50-pound boxes. And then again, all the numbers at the end of how much I made. So yeah, I'm gonna get into it. I think I bought these boxes, really early May, maybe like May 5th, I wanna say. I didn't receive them until May 12th, and it took like probably around a week, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks for me to open them up and go through them all. And there are still some things that I haven't listed yet because they're like winter jackets or more fall pieces, and I was really just trying to get through a lot of the summer pieces that I received and make sure those got out in time. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear a bird. My family has a pet parakeet and it's so loud. Yeah, some of the fall, mostly the winter items I just haven't listed yet. I do usually list stuff year round, but since I had so much stuff in these bulk boxes, and then again, I got another 200 pounds of bulk box items from ThredUp that I will be posting while I'm home. I do have those videos. I'll edit them and I'll get them out to you guys while I'm here. But then I had stuff in that I just wanted to list. So anyway, most of this stuff is listed, and I'm just going to go through what's sold. So I'll start off by saying these boxes on ThredUp cost $400. And I got mine when it still was free shipping for their mystery rescue boxes. I don't know. I think every one of them now has like $10 in shipping, which is kind of silly because, you know, for 200 pounds of clothes, $10, you know, whatever, that's not that much. But for like the fun boxes with like 10, you know, sometimes really not great items in it, like it almost doubles the cost of the box when you add on shipping and then taxes and everything. So I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. But anyway, these boxes cost $400. With tax, mine was $437, but I had sent in old inventory to them, so I had $114.60 in credit that I used towards this box, so I paid $322.40 for the 200 pieces. In the first box, I received about 43 items that I listed. I don't know if I really counted very well how many I received in all. I don't think I did at all. Each box probably had somewhere between 60 and 70 pieces, I want to say. You know, for 50 pounds, you get a lot of like light t-shirts and stuff. Sometimes you get heavier things. I did receive a few heavy jackets almost in every box, but probably again between 60 and 70. So selling 43 is actually a really great number. Usually when I receive mystery bulk boxes, especially, you know, from ThredUp, I had received the 50 pounds in the past, and I think once the 100 pounds, and I usually don't find that many things that I want to list. I will list it hoping to, you know, make a good profit, but usually it's not that worth it. So I got very, very lucky, and I say that in all my videos. I will link them in the description below if you want to check out the unboxings. But anyway, so these are all sales I had between May 12th and August 12th, so the 3 months. So as of August 12th, I had sold 10 pieces from the first box. I sold these House of Harlow and Revolve collab floral pants. These were quite interesting. They were missing a button, but that was a really easy fix for me. But I got really lucky with these. I don't know too much about House of Harlow, so I don't know if it's like a good brand. I feel like I see it a lot at like TJ Maxx, but maybe that's like a diffusion line of this brand. And I don't know if these were good because they were like a Revolve collab, but I was really happy. They did sell quickly and they sold for $54, which I was very surprised about. But they were also, you know, perfect for summer. And after fees, I made $41.18. Then you guys might remember this sale. I sold this sweater. It's from the brand The Simple Folk. And I thought it was very unassuming. I had never heard of the brand. The tag really didn't look like anything. It definitely looked like a TJ Maxx brand or something to me. Anyway, I'll try and also include the picture of the tag to show you guys, so you can keep an eye out for it. I don't know if it's a brand that people run into often. Again, I would say I haven't seen it before, but again, it was such an unassuming tag. I may have and just passed it. But this was a great sale. This actually sold, it's like a sweater that sold in the summer, so that's how you know it's like a good brand. But I think it kind of is a brand that maybe makes like mommy and me clothing. Anyway, it was a really nice sweater. I did look it up because it said it was made in Portugal, and when it's made in a country that's kind of different like that, I usually take the time to look it up, and I'm glad I did. This sold decently quickly. It sold for $90, and after fees I made $69.98. Then I sold these New Tag Loft jeans. I think this was actually the first piece I sold from this bulk box, and I was surprised because I don't really sell Loft, but these were New Tag, and I do love to sell denim. I was like, I might as well list them. I don't think they're gonna sell anytime soon, but why not? They did sell. They sold, again, I think they were the first thing to sell in this box. And I think they sold for what I had them listed at, which was $32, so I was really happy about that. After fees, I made $23.58. Then I sold these 511 tactical women's pants. I have the best luck with this brand in their women's pants for sure. I have men's pants that just like sit from this brand, but every time I've picked it up in women's, especially in like bigger sizes, they sell like very, very quickly. These again sold very quickly. They sold for $28, and after fees I made $20.38. Then I sold this New Tag Mango white button-up blouse. I got a lot of mango in these boxes, and it's not really a brand that I see very often. To me, it's like a Zara, like very similar to Zara. But they seem to hold their value pretty well. Yeah, I don't see it very often, like I said, but I probably also wouldn't pay up for it. If I saw it at the bins and it was a cute style, I would definitely pick it up. This one only ended up selling for $30, and after fees I made $24, which is still good, you know, for like a, I guess you could consider it like a fast fashion brand. Then I had a very interesting sale. I sold this crew neck, and it was from the brand Unemployed Denim, but it was a collab with, I want to say, I didn't write it down, but Rumble, it should be up on the screen. And it was New Tags, and I just thought it was a really cool sweatshirt. Couldn't find anything exactly like it. It said Shy on the front for Chicago, which is something that I think they do a lot of. But the collab was specifically with this like boxing class, kind of like Peloton or Orange Theory. They're like workout classes. And it did get quite a bit of attention. I listed it decently high just because, again, I didn't know, you know, what to list it for. It seemed very rare, but also I didn't know how popular it was going to be. It ended up selling on an offer on eBay for $49.99, and after fees I made $44.43. Then I sold this classic Tommy Bahama button-up white linen blouse. It was an extra small, but, you know, I got so much linen in these boxes, and I think that definitely helped me, you know, with the sales, because linen is very sought after, especially in summer. Ended up selling for $30, and after fees I made $24. Then Then I sold this new tag Forever 21 Active Score. I did actually receive, I wouldn't say a lot of Forever 21 in these boxes, but I got lucky with the Forever 21 pieces I did receive because a lot of them were cute or new tags, so I was more inclined to try and sell them. I usually do well with Forever 21 on Mercari, especially if I'm selling it for a lower price. They have, you know, lower fees than Poshmark, so I'll still, you know, make at least 10 bucks if I sell it for 12, which this did sell for 12. And I only really sold it because it was like a score and it was new with tags, and that's still pretty trendy. Sold for 12, and after fees I made $9.83. Then I sold this Calvin Klein Y2K crochet tank. I don't know if it was actually from the early 2000s, but it definitely gave off that vibe. And, you know, longer crochet, very trendy. I don't really love selling Calvin Klein. Again, it's kind of something I see a lot at like TJ Maxx or Marshall's, which isn't to say it's a bad thing. You know, a lot of people source there for inventory to resell, and I've seen some great brands there that I know would resell well. I just haven't had the best luck selling Calvin Klein. But again, I just like the way this looked. It ended up selling actually really quickly for $17, and after fees I made $13.60. And then the last thing I sold from this box as of August 12th was this Torrid 1X floral blouse. I do like to sell Torrid. I usually just pick it up at the bins. If I saw a really special piece, I would pay up for it, but probably not too much unless it was like really special or sought after. This ended up selling for $15, and after fees I made $9.98. So as of August 12th, I made $357.99. And after site fees of $77.03, I have net $280.96 from box number 1. And I'll go over all the, you know, how much I made from everything at the end, but I thought I'd go box to box with the numbers first. Then at the second box, I think this was the box that I probably had the least number of items to list from, if that makes sense. I think it was like about 36 items I listed from this box. This one I've had 7 sales for between May 16th, I think is when I opened this box, and August 12th. I sold these Madewell Harlow wide leg pants. This is one of my favorite pieces I received from the whole 200 pounds. I just thought they were really cool. This is the kind of Madewell that I love to sell, just, you know, the more unique, stylish pieces that can still get a good price. They end up selling for $69 on Mercari, and after fees I made $59.45. Then I sold this new tag Gap linen tank top. This I only sold because it was new tag linen and just kind of like a classic piece. I let it go for pretty low on eBay. Someone offered me $8 and I accepted, and after fees I made $6.99. Then I sold this paisley dress by the brand Alice and You. I googled it and it turns out it's sold at ASOS, and I did find the model photo. It was a plus size dress, so that made it a little bit easier because mine didn't have a size. So I took measurements and then, you know, guessed from that. But it sold on Mercari for $18, and after fees I made $15.03. Then I sold this new tag Banana Republic yellow Oxford button-up. I got a lot of Banana Republic in these boxes, and it's actually been selling pretty well, which I'm definitely happy about. And they were, even though this one was new tag and some of the other pieces were as well, they weren't like 2023 new. They were like new tags, but from like 2013, 2009, like all different years. But this one sold for $21, and after fees I made $14.78. Then I sold another linen piece. It was this pair of white pants from the brand 3 Dots. Usually on the tag you'll just see 3 circles. That's the brand 3 Dots. Not really a brand I would pick up because I see it a lot at Costco right now. But again, these were just classic linen pants, so I listed them. They sold for $15, and after fees I made $9.98. Then I sold this like blouse. It was from the brand Casper. I just really like the design of it. I don't really sell Casper, but since I had it, I decided to list it. It did sell in a bundle with another item, I think from one of my other boxes, but I just counted half the sale towards this piece. So the bundle sold for $19. After fees I made $15.20. So on this blouse, I said I made $7.60. And then the last thing from this box that sold was this Lee Y2K size 18 cargo skirt. Cargo is like very trendy utility cargo, these being older, being a good size. I just knew that they would probably sell well and on Depop, and this piece did. Sold for $16, and after fees I made $13.24. So from this box, I had a gross total of $156.50. And then after site fees of $29.43, I net $127.07 from that box as of August 12th. Then box number 3, I listed 55 items, so quite a few. This one I might have had the most sales from. I sold 14 items from this box. I sold this really cute Zara pink cropped sweater. When I got home, my mom was really like, I wish you didn't sell that sweater, I wanted it. So I do feel bad. It was really cute. I was even tempted to keep it myself. I just knew I wasn't gonna wear it, and I knew it would sell well because pink Barbie, it being like, you know, modern and cute and stylish. It sold for $44 on Mercari, I believe, and then after fees I made $37.61. Then I sold this pair of New Tag Levi's 501 quite cropped white jeans. Yeah, I was surprised to get these in this box. I got 2 pairs of New Tag Levi's, one in this box and one in another one, and I thought, you know, maybe something was wrong with them, but there wasn't. And then I thought maybe they were on the site and they just didn't sell, which could have been possible, but I was still surprised. They were definitely like a trendier style. This pair sold for $40, and after fees I made $32. Then I sold this Loft leopard print pink knit sweater. I thought this was really cute. I love this design. It was a very similar print to these mailing envelopes I had, which I thought was funny. Again, I did also get a lot of Loft in these boxes, and it definitely gave me a better appreciation for Loft as a brand. It's not really something I pick up, but it does seem to have a following, and if it was at the bins and cute or a good material, I would definitely consider picking it up. This sweater sold for $19, and after fees I made $13.18. Then I sold a pair of New Tag blank NYC white denim shorts. I actually do pretty well with blank NYC. Again, not really something I'd pay up for. I think the best sales I've had from them were their genuine leather moto jackets, which I used to find quite often, but I haven't seen in a while. This pair of shorts sold for $23, and after fees I made $18.40. Then I sold this New Tag pair of Old Navy everyday shorts. Glad to have gotten a lot of shorts, especially because it was still summer when I opened these boxes. This pair sold for $19, and after fees I made $13.18. Then I sold this really cool Nike white packable jacket. I think packable jackets are really sought after because they're really easy to take with you, and you know, if it gets too hot, you could just like pack it away. And it being Nike and definitely a newer style also helped it to sell really quickly. It sold for $40, and after fees I made $32. Then I sold this basic, it was a New Tag Zara tan short sleeve top. Again, I got a lot of Zara in these boxes as well, but I do pick up Zara quite often from the bins when I see it. This sold on Mercari for $25, which I was surprised about. I think that was, you know, a good amount of money to get for a plain t-shirt. And after fees I made $21.15. Then I sold another New Tag piece. I also got tons of New Tag. If you guys watched this unboxing, I was shocked. But it was this New Tag Venus white blazer. This one didn't have a size, I believe, and it was technically part of a 2-piece set, but I only had the blazer, so that might, well, ThredUp doesn't take things without sizes, so that was definitely why I was in that box. This piece ended up selling for $28, and after fees I made $19.42. Then I sold this Banana Republic midi denim button-up skirt. Again, a brand I received tons of in these boxes, and a brand I used to sell a lot more when I first started reselling, and then I kind of stopped picking it up. You know, during COVID, it didn't seem to be moving because I think people, you know, consider it more of a, like a business wear brand. So some of my older pieces did sit for a while, and then I stopped picking it up. But it's definitely something I gravitate towards more. I think they make very cute, high quality pieces, kind of like J. Crew. So again, something I would keep an eye out for, like at the bins. But this skirt, really cute, denim skirts, midi skirts, maxi skirts, very trendy right now. This skirt sold on eBay for $25, and after fees I made $23.77. Then I sold this new tag Chico's long line knit cardigan. This was really nice. I can't remember the original price, but it was definitely over $100. I thought it was cute. Probably would have sold a little bit better in the fall or the winter, but comps weren't too high, which I was surprised about. It ended up selling for $43, which I'm still very happy about, and after fees I made $33.98. Then I sold another new tag Chico's piece. They were these pink cropped pants with these bow details, and again, pink, great for the Barbie season that we are in. They sold for $25, and after fees I made $17.98. Then I sold this cute faux leather blue pepper vest. I do like to sell, you know, faux leather things, especially if they're in good condition. I think people do like to wear non-leather pieces. You know, they're more affordable, and as long as they're not like peeling or gross, I would probably list it. This sold for $18, and after fees I made $12.38. Then I sold another Torrid piece. It was a size 1 red blazer. I was gonna hold off on listing this just because it seemed a little holiday-ish to me, and I thought, you know, it might sell better around Christmas. But I listed it, and it actually sold, I think, maybe the same day I put it up. It sold for $23, and after fees I made $16.38. And the last piece I sold from this box was also a Torrid piece. It was a pair of black shorts, and this sold in that bundle with the Casper top that I mentioned from the last box. So the bundle sold for $19, after fees I made $15.20, and then for these shorts I made $7.60. So the gross total I made from this box was $381.50, and then after site fees of $82.47, I net $299.03 as of August 12th. All right, and then box number 4, the last box. I didn't count, but I think this had about 40 items that I listed. And I've sold 14 pieces from this box as of August 12th. So quite a few pieces. I sold this Gap linen, again, boyfriend button-up shirt. I got a lot of Gap and Old Navy, and I'm never really opposed to selling those brands, especially in bigger sizes or good materials. I usually do pretty well. This piece sold on eBay, sold for $16, and after fees I made $13.20. Then I sold this Free People sleeveless blue mini dress. This was in an extra small. Free People, very hit or miss. I usually only get it in small sizes when I do see it. This also, again, extra small. Luckily they run big, but this sold on Mercari, and it actually sold for a very decent price. It sold for $37, and after fees I made $31.58. I sold this J. Crew. It was called the Perfect Shirt, and it was a button-up. It was a silk blend, and it didn't have any stains, so I did list it. But I think it was from like 2009 or something, maybe earlier. So I didn't list it for very much because I didn't know how it would do. But this was another piece that sold very quickly. And I do think J. Crew is just a great bread and butter brand, and can be a bolo brand a lot of the times in some of their pieces. This sold for $17, and after fees I made $11.58. Then I sold the other pair of New Tag Levi jeans that I got. These were the style, they were called Noughties, Noughties boot cut. And I thought that these would like sell a lot faster than they did, or sell for a little bit more, but they still sold for a great price. I think this style isn't necessarily sought after, but it was being sold on Free People, and you know, boot cut jeans are pretty trendy right now. They sold for $60, and after fees I made $48. Then I've sold my first joie piece. I haven't sold joie before. I also haven't really found it very often, and I know it's expensive to begin with, but people don't love to resell it. It usually doesn't sell really well. But these were a cute pair of linen blue pants, linen again. They sold for $32, and after fees I made $23.58. Then another linen piece, this Zara linen cropped long sleeve. This sold for $25, and after fees I made $20. Then I sold this New Tag American Eagle white denim mini skirt. I say this a lot, but I do love to sell skirts. I have these bags here because I'm gonna be filming a what I got in Connecticut so far video, and there are definitely skirts in there. I just feel like they're very trendy right now. Mini still, but mostly like mid-D, M-I-D-I, and even maxi are very trendy. But I saw this and it was new at tags. No brainer for me to list. It ended up selling for $23, and after fees I made $18.40. And another new at tag piece, I sold these STS Blue denim shorts. STS Blue, I don't know if it's only sold through Stitch Fix, but this pair was, which I think used to hold a lot more weight, like Stitch Fix pieces. But it's not really a brand I would probably pick up, but I was glad to get these. Again, denim, new at tag, shorts for the summer. It's a great find. They sold for $20, and after fees I made $16. Then I sold another Forever 21 piece. This one was also new at tags, and it was a maxi floral dress. Really, really pretty. Sometimes when I'm at like the thrift store, I'll see a dress and I'll be like, oh my God, or like anything, and I'll be like, that's so cute. And then I'll look and it's H&M, Forever 21, and I'm like, okay, I can't spend $10 on a piece by them to resell, but they do make some really cute pieces. This actually ended up selling for $20 on Mercari, I want to say, and after fees I made $16.78. Then I sold this new at tag Marimekka long sleeve cutout top. This might have sold in a bundle with some other things, and it's not really a brand that I think I've sold before or would even pick up. I'm not sure if it holds too much value, but it sold for $16, and after fees I made $10. Then I sold this new at tag Mac Studio green plaid wrap top. This is a brand I see at TJ Maxx all the time. Not really a brand I'd pick up to resell, but I do think I've sold it a few times. This had like the original tag on it that said it was like $70, but I feel like they always have tags that say they're like $100, so then they're selling it for like $20 at TJ Maxx. So again, not really something I'd pick up, but since I had it, I listed it. Someone offered me $10 and I accepted, and after fees I made $7.05. And I sold another Banana Republic piece. This was a linen check print mini skirt. I was really going back and forth on whether I wanted to list this piece or not. It was linen, and again, I do like to sell skirts, but I couldn't really tell if it was cute or dated. But this was another piece that once I listed it, it actually sold really quickly, which I was shocked and very happy about. Sold for $17, and after fees I made $11.58. And then I sold another linen skirt. This one was a maxi skirt. It was a 90s Talbot's linen maxi skirt, and it was solid black, and I was kind of, I think I didn't know if I wanted to list this one either, because it wasn't like a cute mini skirt, but it was a very simple basic skirt that I know someone could dress up. It ended up selling on Depop for $28, and after fees I made $25.20. And I actually picked up another 90s vintage Talbot's maxi skirt linen since I've been in Connecticut. That's cuter, so I am hoping to get a better return, but that was great, especially since my cost of goods for all this stuff was pretty low. And then the last thing I sold from this box was an Antonio Milani leather skirt. I think one of you guys told me they sell it at Dillard's, I want to say is the place where it's sold. I'm not sure. We don't have Dillard's around here. But it was leather. It was cute. I don't think this brand resells super well, but since it was cute and genuine leather, you know, I decided to list it. I think I listed it around 40 something, and someone offered me 30 really quick, and for a quick sale I was like, yeah, you could have it. So it sold for 30, and after fees I made 24. So my gross total from this last box was $371. After fees of $94.05, I net $276.95 as of August 12th. All right, so this is going to be my recap of numbers. Oh, I did want to mention that I took about 18 pounds of clothes to Plato's Closet, because I was mentioning that I was going to take some of the items to Plato's Closet. I probably chose the worst time to take it, honestly. I had to wait 3 hours. There was so much stuff that people brought in because it was like right before school started. And it's like 30 minutes away. And again, I didn't count, but I weighed it and it was like 18 pounds of stuff. They bought 3 things for $6.24. They rounded it up to 25 though. They gave me a quarter. So yeah, I'm not sure if I would go back to them just because it was such like an ordeal having to bring all the stuff there, and yeah, it just wasn't really worth it. But I did make $6.25 from that off of the bulk box clothes that I took them. And then what else? I did send some stuff into ThredUp. I'm not 100% sure what they take because I haven't sent them stuff in a long time, and they didn't accept many pieces. They were doing some sort of thing where if you sent in the clean out kits within a certain amount of time, you got like $5 in site credit, and I sent them 3 boxes. So I have $15 in credit already to use for something else. And if anything, I'll make like maybe $10 or $20 from the stuff I sold them, which I'm happy with. That's fine. It was stuff I was going to redonate anyway. So those are separate, but that's the amount of money on things that I haven't sold myself. But just on the stuff that I've sold myself, I'll go back over the cost of everything. So this box again cost $437 with tax. And then I had $114.60 of site credit that I used towards the purchase. So the box cost me $322.40. So my gross total from everything I've sold as of August 12th from every box was $1,266.99. And then after site fees of $282.98, I net $984.01. And then when I subtract the cost of the box from the net amount that I have made so far after site fees, after all the costs of everything, I made $661.61 as of August 12th. So yeah, I think that technically counts as tripling my money because I made my money back and then doubled it. So I think that means I tripled it. But anyway, I'm very happy about that. Again, I've had some other things sell as of August 12th. And I definitely think I'll have a lot more of these things sell in the future and hopefully within the next year. So I think this was a really great box. I've definitely had the best luck with these bulk boxes so far than I've had from any that I've ordered in the past. Granted, and I said this when I was filming the videos, I might have gotten great stuff, but I've also seen people get terrible stuff in the bulk boxes. I've gotten terrible stuff in past bulk boxes. These are very much hit or miss. But as far as ThredUp's rescue boxes, I honestly feel like these boxes are one of the very few that are still worth the price that, you know, ThredUp lists these things for. Because I did get a DIY designer box, and I get those very rarely because they are fun, but they're expensive. And even some of the designer stuff I get in there, even if they're in good condition or trendy, you know, the brands might not be that great and they just might not be worth paying $20 to $30 per item after shipping and taxes. Even if they are designer, it's like I got stuff in this box and in my other bulk boxes that weren't designer, but they sold for over $100. So I think that these boxes can be worth it. But again, I had about $100 in credits to take off of it. I probably wouldn't buy it for the $400 plus shipping and taxes. But I think at the end of the day, I don't know if I wrote it down, but I want to say my cost of goods was about like $1.50, which is great. It's like bins prices to me. And I got lucky and it was worth it. So let me know what you guys thought, especially if you saw my unboxings, if there's pieces you thought would sell quicker. I know there's a bunch of stuff I was excited about that still hasn't sold yet, but that's totally fine. A lot of it was more fall, winter. We all know summer can be very slow. But fingers crossed that things continue to sell. And yeah, if you have any other questions about my sales or cost of goods or whatever, please leave them below. I hope I covered everything. It's been a while since I've done a recap video like this, and I hope you guys enjoyed. But keep an eye out. I will be posting my other 200-pound bulk boxes that I received probably about a month ago I'll have those posted within the upcoming weeks. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys are having a great time sourcing and selling, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye.